How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, bringing you guys a live second half coverage of the Washington Commanders going to Green Bay to take on the Packers. Go ahead and flip to a page over here so I have my call sheet. But yeah, we are live and ready to rock and rodeo tonight and have a good old time. At least as good a time we can, despite recent events and but we're not going to talk about that. This is football. We're going to have fun. Go ahead, actually, change the broadcast I am on. I love the Prime Vision with Next Gen. That broadcast. We're ready to rock and roll. So how we doing, people? How we doing? Here. So taking a look next week, Thursday Night Football, you got the Dolphins going to Buffalo to take on the Bills, Tua versus Joshy at 8:15 Eastern. And here we go back in Lambeau, the Packers in their whiteout unis, showcasing Micah Parsons here. Not quite sure what he did because I've been watching a couple of other things. But here we go. The Packers on their own 42. Love under center, Jacobs the back. Split formation, even back instead of man in motion, going to look to throw. And Love having pressure, but throws out to the outside, has a man wide over the middle. That is Luke Musgrave down at the 35 of the Commies. In a big opening first drive here for the Packers, or big opening first play, I should say, for the Packers here in the second half. Luke Musgrave all smiles all the time. Go ahead and see here real quick. Can I actually, like, the stats? I can. All right. Anyway, let me go ahead and hit it. Oh, I just closed the game. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me go ahead and flip this back in. Watch. Let me go ahead. Hero, I made a boo-boo. Next gen stats. Watch live. All right, yeah, I'm so organized here. Don't know exactly what happened that play. Looks like first and 10 at the Washington 35. It looks like still the play. All right. Second down and 10 from the 35. Love in the gun. Split backs is Williams and Jacobs. You got Dobbs, Golden, and they're not catching the outside. And it looks like it's Kraft. Going to look to hand off to Jacobs up the middle. Wide open hole. Cuts to the right. And he's pushing through for a good 9-10 yards. Brought down by John Baptiste of the Commies. Are they going to spot it first? It's going to be close. And they're going to give him a first down for the Packers. Go Pack, go. They look like they might be the team to beat in the NFC this year, eh? Man. Unpin. Oh. They're saying he's short now after a call from upstairs. He is short by about a yard. Down at the 26 of the Commies. The Packers trying to make something happen here. Musgrave, Golden is on the field. Dobbs as well. Tucker Kraft going to tight end. Big man personnel, tight formation. Jacobs alone back. Under center is Love. Sends Kraft back in motion near side. Going to look to throw. Dumps out to the outside to Musgrave. Down to the 20. Pushing and fighting. He's down to the 16-yard line for the Packers. First down and 10 in the red zone. Threatening to score yet again and take this game by the nuts. Just like that, the Commanders, one-hit wonder last year. Not looking as hot this year. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see, but right now it's not looking too hot for the Commies. So here we go. Again, tight formation. Gonna send Golden across the formation. Jacobs alone back. Going to hand off. Jacobs trying to find a hole, pushing and fighting. He gets 3, maybe 4. Goes from the 17 down to the 15, but we got a flag on the play. And it's going to be against Green Bay. Holding on the offense. Going to back them up a good 10 yards. So it's going to be first down and 20 as Sean Ryan, the right guard, gets hit with holding as he holds Deron Payne. Yep, that's a hold. You can't grab a guy over the shoulder like that and expect to get away with it, hon. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Here we go. 9:43 to go in the third quarter. First down and 20 coming up now for the Packers. LaFleur trying to find what his plan is gonna be here. They're going to go trips right. Wilson's the back, and send Williams in motion to the near side with Dobbs. Going to have it split 2 wide on both ends. And we got an illegal shift potentially on the offense as they're backing up. 5-yard penalty. Was it offside or was it? I didn't hear what it said. I thought it was an illegal shift considering it happened right after the shift, but it could have been offside. I did not catch what the flag was. We're waiting for the graphic to show, and it did not. It failed me. But anyway, it's a 5-yard penalty on the Packers. So it's a 1st and 25 from the 32.5. Double right, double left. Love in the gun. Wilson the back to his right. Gonna send Williams in motion back out to his right. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Having time. Over the outside. Wide open is Tucker Kraft down to the 15. And he's going to be down to about the 13. Clock still going. He was down in bounds, but a huge pickup on 1st down and 25. Going to make it a 2nd and manageable. And my camera just gave out on me because I tapped my desk. Give me 1 second and I will be right back because my camera just gave out on me. Properties, deactivate, and activate. There we go. We're back. I'm a video again. I'm not just a still picture. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, dropping a like, dropping a subscribe. 2 great ways to show your support. They are greatly appreciated. But here we go. 2nd down and 6. Wicks and Dobbs, the 2 right. Kraft and Musgrave, the 2 tight ends on the left side of the line. Jacobs alone back. Love under center. Takes the snap. Hands off. Jacobs pushing, fighting for yardage, and gets the 1st down. Right at the line to gain. 1st down and goal from the 7 coming up now for the Packers. As they are trying to extend this lead to a 21-3. Wow, 1st and 25, and they pick it up in 2 plays. Absolutely incredible. The Packers are going to be the team to beat in the NFC this year. It's not even close. Other parts of the NFC looked like a joke on Sunday. So, Packers mean business. Anyway, here we got Dobbs and Wicks as doubles right. Kraft and Musgrave on the left. Looking to throw. Love trying to find somewhere. Pressure coming up the middle. Trying to dance. Trying to salvage himself. Throws it out and throws it away over the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Pressure coming heavily up the middle and his face. Wow. That was a great ability for Love to escape, feel the pressure, and recognize, I got to throw this thing away. So let's see. 2nd down and goal. Jordan Love went over on his passing yards tonight by a healthy margin. It was 238.5. He's at 265. But here we go. Love in the gun. Fitzpatrick and Kraft, the 2 tight ends right, and Heath and Golden on the left. Sends Jacob around in motion to his right, going to hand off. Jacobs out to the right side, cuts around a man. Still battling, still fighting, but he's down at about the 5. Gain of 2 on the play. We're set up with a 3rd and goal. Again, great effort there by Jacobs to try and extend the play. There was just a fleet of commanders all over him. Nowhere else to go. 43 first round quarterbacks drafted. 41 started as a rookie. Jordan Love and J.J. McCarthy, the only 2 from 2012 to 20. That did not. My camera died again. Bro. Camera, what are you doing? Camera is like saying no. How about I don't? Anyway, 3rd and goal at the 4 they spotted. Trips left, single right. Jacobs the back, takes the snap, looks to throw. Love, pressure building, pocket collapsing, escaping out to the outside, throws it away over the corner of the end zone. Right into the front row. The kid in the front row caught it for a touchdown. But unfortunately, those don't count. 4th and goal. Is LaFleur going to go for it? It looks like he's sending a whole new unit out there. Desperately trying to get a timeout. Man, LaFleur desperately. He's on the field trying to get a timeout and did not get it. 4th and goal. Going to try and kick it. They will with McManus. Go ahead and update the score ticker as it should be. And it is good. All right, let me see if I can open Visual Studio. if it'll actually work. It's choosing not to work. I'm going to figure that out between... I'm going to have to figure that out between streams because this score ticker is not updating because I can't open Visual Studio, which is not very fun. See if I can do a little while we have a break. Let's see. I'm going to have to... not fun. I'm going to have to do a lot of stuff down. Try and figure this out. Oh, well. I'll try and have it done for Sunday. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah, don't get lazy. Fortunately, it's just been one of those weeks, man. It has been one of those. But we are chilling here. Taking a break from life for a while. You know. Billy Joel said it was the piano man. I say it's the football man. Play us a game, you're the football man. Play us a game tonight. And we'll forget about life for a while. Go ahead and flip this arrow around real quick. Oh, bada bing, bada boom. There we go. How are we feeling, hype people? How are we doing? How are we rocking? We having a good time watching this game? Go ahead and take a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, we are absolutely ready here. The Packers having a commanding lead over the Commanders. Hopefully Washington can get something going on this drive. We'll have to find out. We will have to find out if they can. Oh, boy. Taking a look at Hyundai's driven for more. Yeah, big deals in Dallas. Luka and Micah trades this last year. The two big stories of unloading big talent from Dallas to around the country. So, here we go. We are back. Parsons trade. Green Bay. And he's been an immediate impact player. So here we go. Packers getting ready to send this one away. The kick is up and away. Going to be received at the goal line. We're teaming to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Trying to find a hole to the 25. Fighting and gets down to the 27. Brought down by Neiman at the 27. Got a first down and 10 coming up now for the Commanders. Can Jayden Daniels and his crew finally get something going? It's about time to find out. It is about time to find out if these commies got any fight left in them. Look at Micah Parsons on the trade. This is probably what I needed in my life. Do you ever have that feeling? I think I made the right decision. That's exactly how I feel. Micah Parsons absolutely loving the trade to Green Bay, but here we go. Ertz and Sin at the two tight ends on the right end. Lane and Samuel as the receivers. Eckler to the left of Daniels, who is in shotgun. The Packers looking to drop back, not maybe showing one blitz on the outside, but takes the snap, looks to throw. Daniels having time. Pressure builds, though. Throws over the middle, going to be caught by Sinnott. Up to about the 33-yard line for a gain of about 6. Nice little gain. Hopefully a little drive starter there for Washington. Washington. As the Pittsburghese would say it. The Washington. Washing machine. So here we go. Second down, 3 to go from, they spotted it at the 34. Daniels in the gun, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Eckler the back to his right, takes the snap, hands off to Eckler. Trying to fight, and he goes absolutely nowhere. Brought down by Edger and Cooper. Right at the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons tagging in, getting the crowd into it by hyping them up. Like, let's go, people. How are we feeling? He is ready to rock and rodeo with this team, and he is ready to rock someone's world. Taking a look at Parsons and what he can be doing here, lining up on the pass rush. Daniels alone in the gun. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Parsons beating his man, but pressure comes, throws the outside to McLaurin. Incomplete. Just not on the same page. Just not on the same page there with his receiver. Oh, man. Edgerrin Cooper bringing the pressure up the middle. Right there. He was a completely free rusher, and you know, Daniels just had to get it away. Fortunately, couldn't put it accurately, and now they're having to punt it away with Way. Oh, boy. So here we go. The punt is coming for the Commies to the Packers. The punt is up and away with 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Going to be received at the 20 or the 19. He goes backwards, brought down by Yankoff. And there's a flag on the play. What's this flag going to be on? These kinds of penalties are on Green Bay, or on the... On Green Bay? On a call. See? Call. Holding on the return team. Half the distance. Goal. Micah Parsons on the bike. But we need to go ahead and flip this arrow, we do. As the Packers are getting ready to get this ball from inside their own 10. Packers have been great on these long sustained drives. They've had a 92-yarder and a 96-yarder go for touchdowns. So do they have another drive of magic in them tonight? Let's go ahead and find out. What do you guys think about this game over in the chat? Ooh, KFC wedges are back. Give me some. Yeah, we are rocking and rolling, having a good old time tonight, watching the Packers absolutely beat down on the Commies. And Washington has lost all fight, it seems. This is not the type of team to want to see going into a game like this when there was such hype going into the season. Washington might legitimately be like third in the NFC East. I came in thinking, oh, they're going to be a top team. All you have teams, not going to be worse than the Giants, but you got the Packers, whose offense can fly high, and the Eagles are basically a shoo-in. Washington keeps playing like this, the Eagles are a shoo-in to win that division. Not a doubt in my mind. That's kind of crazy to think about. Week 2 already, and I'm saying the Eagles are a shoo-in for the NFC East. Hey, that's what I'm seeing. That is exactly what I'm seeing, and I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of changes on my Week 1 preliminary tier list by the time we revisit this in a couple more weeks. We'll be revisiting that topic here in a few weeks on the, whatchamacallit. Revisiting that after Week 4. We'll be revisiting that tier list. Having a grandiose time. Oh, boy. But right now, Green Bay just coasting. They are just coasting. Again, I've said it before during Week 1. They look like the team to beat in the NFC. These other teams have their work cut out for them. If this is how they're playing in Week 1, just imagine how good and how insane a cracked, healthy Packers team is going to be come Week 6, Week 7, Week 8. It's going to be almost impossible to stop this group the way they are playing as a unit. I mean, I might be jumping the shark here, but like, come on. So here we go. From the 9, Love under center. We don't have the back view yet, but trying to find out what the Packers are going to do. Here we go. Jacobs alone back, double left, double right, including a tight end. The Commies showing blitz, Love under center. 2 potential blitzers going to send a man across formation. Looks like man coverage. Going to hand off to Jacobs out to the outside and gets a yard. Down at the 10. Oh, boy. Got a 2nd down and 9 coming up as we are under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter in this game. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this over in the chat over there. I got to pull it up here and on the stream. So, hey, you get to be on stream too if you do that. So, hey, have fun. So, looking at the moon, blood moon tonight. 2nd down and 9, though, coming up for the Packers. Jacobs, the back. To the right of Love. Going to send Wicks in motion. Going to hand off to Jacobs pushing and fighting, and he gets maybe a yard and a half. That is it to about the 11.5-yard line. Not what you want to see. The Packers got to get the pass game going this drive. I mean, that's the thing is that the Packers' run game is very effective when the pass game is working. Packers almost seem to be the opposite, the antithesis of what a traditional offensive strategy would be. Traditional offense says get the run game going and that'll open up the passing game. Packers, it feels like the opposite right now. The Commies are feasting on the run. You got to make a couple of deep shots here. It wouldn't surprise me if this pass goes to the 25-yard line for Jordan Love. So here we go. The Commies showing blitz yet again. Wide set here with Jacobs the back to the left. Looking to throw. Big pressure on the blitz. Love has to throw it away. Doesn't even make it to the line of scrimmage, but it was in the direction of Tucker Kraft. No intentional grounding. 4th down and 8. And the Commies are going to get off the field on a great stop. Bobby Wagner on the pressure in a huge, huge way. Wow. Wow. Just wow. That was an effective drive by the Commies blitz. That stops the bleeding. That keeps Jayden Daniels in this game with the Commies. It's just Daniels needs protected. He needs protected. From what I've seen on the drive, he's not getting well protected. He's rushed on throws and not able to make them place him where he needs to. Here we go. Let me go ahead and flip this arrow around as the punt is up and away. Going to be received on the left side of the field at around the 40, the 39, up to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. And slammed down by McDuffie. Isaiah McDuffie bringing him down easily. But the Commies are starting at midfield. Mayhaps one of the best field positions they've had tonight. I don't know, but incredible starting field position for this drive. Let's see if Jayden Daniels and the Commies can get anything going with 3.5 to go in this third quarter. This drive is absolutely pivotal. If they can't get anything going this drive, time is going to be working against them. The Packers are proving that they can be effective in moving the ball. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. But what needs to happen is the Commies need to show that they can move this ball, even if they only get a field goal. You got to show that you can move the ball against this Packers team, because they have not proven that to me so far tonight. And even in their game against the Giants, they should have put the Giants away 42-6. And instead it was, 21-6 final score, something like that? I mean, absolutely embarrassing for this team that we thought was going to be a Super Bowl contender going into this season. Washington really needs to think about how they're doing this. And I called it before the season. I'm sitting here saying, I think they're going to be a Super Bowl contender, barring a CJ Stroud-style sophomore slump for Jayden Daniels. Is it all his fault? Not necessarily. I mean, again, pass protection tonight has not been the friend of Jayden Daniels. But again, if he suffers from a sophomore slump, this team's not going to be the team that we thought they were. I mean, look at Houston. I thought Houston last year was going to be a playoff team, a strong playoff team. They didn't even they barely made the dance, I think. I think they won the division and that was it. Looking at Jayden Daniels and the Commies, we think that they can be really good, but if the quarterback play just isn't there due to a sophomore slump or something, the Commies are going to have a lot of trouble. A huge shout out to all yous checking out tonight, spending some time here tonight, helping distract us from everything going on in the world, because we need a little bit of football right now. We need a little bit of football. We need to forget about what's going on in the world, no matter how tragic it may be. We got to take a little break, because doom scrolling all that never helps anything. Doom scrolling Twitter, doom scrolling X, Instagram, Facebook, what have you, never helps anything. Having fun watching a football game, that's what life's all about, man. And if you can agree with that, can I get an amen in chat? And man, hit that like button. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this. All right, we are looking like we are back here in Green Bay as the Commies are getting ready to take control of this ball at midfield. Oh boy. We will have to see here. Taking a look at the angles off the edge compared to some of the greats in the past. Micah Parsons very close. But here we go. Daniels, empty set shotgun, Samuel Ertz, and another tight end on the outside. On the right side, Eckler and McLaurin alone on the left. Daniels trying to see what he's going to do. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Having lots of time. Throws deep over the outside. Has a man through the hands of Noah Brown. Incomplete. Oh, that was your opportunity. That was your chance. Noah Brown just couldn't reel it in. If I'm not mistaken, that went right through the hands of Noah Brown. Let me take a look at the replay here. See right there. Yeah, it went right through his hands. It was a bang-bang play. But like right in the grasp, and Noah Brown just could not bring it in. So second down here. Daniels in the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw. Pressure starting to build, throws out to the outside, catches Ertz over the middle, pushing and fighting for yardage. He's going to be down at about the 42 of the Packers, setting up a third down and short for the Commies. This is a pivotal play here. You got to get this. You got to get the first down. You got to get the drive moving. So Daniels in the gun, Eckler to his left, Ertz, the tight end on the left side, McLaurin on the left side, and you got Samuel on the right. Takes the snap, hands off, and Eckler fighting for that yardage. Did he get it? He's going to be close. If he didn't get it, it's going to be a 4th and inches. They're spotting at 4th and inches. They are spotting at 4th down and inches for the Commies. What do you do if you're Washington? It looks like they're going to go for it, keeping the offense on the field here. This is what we like to see. This is what football's all about. Daniels in the gun, Eckler to his right. I don't like operating out of the gun in this situation, but you never know. Daniels waiting on this. Takes the snap, hands off, Eckler pushing. He gets the first down. It was going to be a 1st and 10 for the Commies in this pivotal drive with 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Absolutely huge, absolutely monumental. Washington is doing the thing. They are doing what they got to do. They are moving this football. Not the greatest, but they are moving it. So Daniels takes a snap in the gun from 1st and 10. Pressure builds. Daniels. Nope, he's going to get sacked. Down at the 49. Brought down by Rashawn Gary. Wow. Just wow. That was a blown protection. Zach Ertz missed the chip. And then number 72 on the Commies, that would have been right tackle Josh Connerly Jr. Just unable to recover the block. So Daniels in the gun. 2nd down and 18. Wide set here, Samuel Ertz and McLaurin on the left, and taking the snap, looking to throw. Having time. Daniels over the middle, going to be caught, and that's going to be down to about the 38 by Ertz. Quay Walker says it came out, but not going to fly there. Edgerrin Cooper desperately trying to claw that ball away. Here we go. Cliff Kingsbury trying to lead this offense down the field. Maybe that's the reason they're struggling this year. I don't know. But here we go. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Commies. Gotta get down in distance here. So Daniels in the gun, empty set. Ertz, Samuel on the right side. Noah Brown on the right side. And Jeremy McNichols and Terry McLaurin on the left. Empty set. Packers showing blitz. And takes a snap, looks to throw. Pressure starting to build. Gotta let go of it. He does deep. Incomplete on the sideline. Number 24 on the Packers was on the coverage. I don't have him on my call sheet. That was, Carrington Valentine on the coverage. Setting up a big 4th down and 7 from the 38. Are they keeping, they're keeping Daniels on the field. They are keeping the offense on the field, going forward on 4th down and 7 with 20 seconds left. They know that this drive is pivotal. Again, the recommendation according to the stats is toss-up. 36% conversion probability from the 37. Daniels in the gun, empty set. Noah Brown, Samuel Ertz on the right, McNichols in lane on the left. Packers showing a possible blitz with a slight drop back as well. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Having time, throws out to the outside. Caught, there's a flag. Ertz catches it at the 31, but there's a flag in the middle of all that. It might be on Nate Hobbs. I don't know. We'll have to see. It was right where Hobbs and Ertz were battling it out. LaFleur's not happy. Holding on the defense, holding on Nate Hobbs. Going to be an automatic 1st down for the Packers. Just like that. Just like that. Zach Ertz held on the play. And here we go. 1st down and 10 with 16 ticks left in the third quarter and rolling. We should have one more play hopefully left in this quarter. Daniels in the gun, trying to figure out how he's going to play this here with the back to his left. McNichols, McCaffrey and Ertz on the right side, takes a snap, looks to throw. Big pressure coming. Daniels takes off, trying to find somewhere to go, and he's trying to get back to the line. He does. So going to set up a 2nd down and 10 to start this 4th quarter. Absolutely pivotal 4th quarter in this game. Let's go ahead and update that to Q4 as we have end of the 3rd quarter in Green Bay. The Packers up, but the Commies are driving. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this game and what the Commies are doing right now over there in the chat. I like to hear what you guys have to say. And hey, I'm seeing it. I got you. I'll call you out. I'll call you out and chat with you, man. Whatever you want to do. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, if you find any value in this, dropping a like, dropping a subscribe are 2 ways of supporting me. Again, we are trying, I said this in my predictions video, we are trying to hit a goal of 200 subscribers by the end of the month. Absolutely insane considering we entered September just over 115. So to end the month, 200 would be absolutely bonkers. Again, it's free, it's fun, and hey, you got daily, or not daily, but multiple times a week content's coming out, especially in the NFL season. You got more streams coming this weekend. We're going to have a stream now. We're going to have maybe a 4:30 p.m. game stream. If not that, then definitely we'll at least have Sunday Night Football. And then we're going to have 2 Monday night games to cover as well. Not to mention, week 4, I might be crazy and stream 9:30 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. on the East Coast. Because that is the first international game with the Steelers and Vikings. I don't know if they're hosting or on the road, but Steelers Vikings like overseas, that would be a fun one. We will be live for that. Go ahead and check X real quick. I want to stay informed a little. And I want to take a little bit of a break from everything going on. A little bit informed. Go ahead and see. Big news right now. Go ahead and check that out later, a bit after the stream. But man, right now, the Commies doing what they got to do, having a good old time, moving this ball. You got to figure they're doing something right. And they are fighting for all the yardage that they can get. The Packers, meanwhile, just trying to cling on right now. They are getting worn down by these long series. I mean, Washington, this drive has gone to 4th down, to 3rd down, to 4th down, multiple times. So you got to think that Washington is trying to wear this Packers defense down just a little bit more so they can have a bit of an easy shot down the road. Not to mention getting a score on this drive is absolutely critical to the success of this team in this game. Here we go. We are back in Lambeau Field. Let me go. The cough drops. Kill my voice. Didn't have these last week. Got Daniels in the gun. 2nd down and 10. Empty set, 3 left, double right. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Big pressure from Micah Parsons. Daniels has to scramble, and he's going to be toppled after getting about half a yard. Oh, man. That was a big hit there by who was that? Number 30? Number 20? Yeah, Javon Bullard on the tackle there. Another cough drop in. Helps soothe that voice. Found that out on Sunday the hard way that using my voice all day is not good for my voice. Yeah, that was a big hit. Daniels goes down head first, rolls over it, but not a heavy hit. So Daniels going to stay in the game here. 3rd down and 9 coming up now for the Commies. Huge play here. Packers fans are getting absolutely loud, absolutely bonkers here. And the Commies end up having to take their first timeout. Wow. So taking a look here, Micah Parsons still staying on the field, trying to add to a very deadly pass rush attack. Looking at overall success rate, the Commies at 27.9%, the Packers at 52.2%. So overall, the Packers being the more efficient team tonight, but the Commies are threatening a comeback right now with this big drive they got going on. This play right here is going to be absolutely massive here for the success of this team in this game. 14.5 to go in regulation. Down by 14. The Commies got to get a first down. 3rd and 9 from the 31, sorry. So here we go. Gary Parsons and McKinney all showing blitz for the Packers. They are going all out blitz, sending the house, it looks like. We got trips right, double left. Daniels takes a snap, looks to throw. Big pressure, throws out to the outside. Going to be caught by McLaurin. It's a first down at around the 20-yard line for the Commies. That is huge. The Washington Commanders have just now entered the red zone and are in a major threat to put up a touchdown on the board tonight against the Packers. Wow. That'll be huge. If they can get a touchdown, that makes it a one-score game. Anything can happen in a one-score game. So Daniels in the gun. Eckler to his left. Trips left. Single right. Going to send a man in motion across formation. Looking to throw. Daniels rolls out to the outside. Pressure coming from Parsons. Throws over to Ertz. Going to be caught. Down to the 15. Down to the 10. Down to the 5. Ertz is in for the touchdown. He's in. Touchdown, Commies. Zach Ertz on the play. Absolutely big Zach Ertz with the touchdown there, making it a 7-point game here in Green Bay. The Commies trying their best to come back, and the way they're playing, they might got a chance. They might have a chance here. They are really putting the pressure now on Green Bay, especially the way they moved the ball that drive. They stay poised, they stay composed. The momentum shift really has swung the way of the Commies after that penalty for holding on the punt return. And the PAT obviously is drilled and good. So the Commies are going to be down by 7 with the Packers getting the ball. Absolutely huge. That is an absolutely huge drive for the Commies. That keeps them alive. That keeps them in this game and threatening Jordan Love and the Packers. Wow. Again, if you guys are enjoying the content, I have 2 huge ways you can help show your support. You're only 13 clicks away from 200 subscribers. I think we can do it by the end of the month. I think we can do it. So drop it a like, drop it a subscribe. 2 big ways to help that. Also helps me. So chat with me. I have the chat open. Chat with me, talk about the game, talk football, whatever you want. If you want to talk even recent events, I'm down. I'm game. I am game. Just as long as we keep it positive in the chat and have a good old time, I'm game for anything. As the Packers are getting ready to get this ball, a strongly advantageous situation. Man. So here we go. Packers. If you're the Packers, you gotta have a long sustained drive. You gotta get at least another field goal on the board. You have to keep long sustained drive. I'm eyeing up giving that ball back to Washington with like 5 minutes to go. Got to go ground and pound, short passes, little flat routes, that kind of stuff. Keep the clock moving and burn as much time as humanly possible. That way, you're giving Washington the ball back down 2 scores with like 5 minutes to operate. And they burned a timeout already this half. That is huge. That means that Washington's only going to have 2 clock stoppages later on, which is massive. Absolutely massive. It looks like we are getting close to coming back here to Green Bay. They're doing the Thursday night anthem thing here. Oh man, we got a lot of people coming in and out tonight. Huge shout out to Allians. I'm just looking over and man, we have been flirting with people all night. Huge shout out to Allians. Thank you guys for coming out. God bless you guys. Oh man, absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible to see you guys popping in and out. I love it. I love seeing you guys. I'd be here even if there was no one, but having people here makes it all the better. Right. So here we go. Back in Green Bay, the Packers doing what they gotta do. They gotta get something going on here big time. They absolutely have to. As this kick is going to be coming away from the Commies. It's up, it's away on the left side. Takes it from about the goal line. And he nails it. Okay, it was just barely in the end zone, so he knelt it. So, interesting decision there, but with 13:45 left, the Packers will have the ball at the 20. Here, frickin' frackin' go, as Tom Grassi would say. Or Tom Grassi, as Dougbot would say. Unfortunately, we don't even have Dougbot here because Visual Studio ain't opening. But here we go. First down and 10 for the Packers. Jordan Love trying to make this right play call with LaFleur to his team. Breaks huddle to in shotgun. Jacobs the back to his left. You got Kraft and Wicks on the left and Musgrave and Golden on the right. Very tight formation, likely a run. And Washington is ready for a run with only a single high safety. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Pressure's starting to build, but Love dumps off to the outside. Going to be caught by Dontavian Wicks for a big first down at the 30.5-yard line. That is huge. Absolutely massive. The Packers getting this ball moving, and the clock still keeps on ticking. So the Packers doing exactly what they got to do. Short passes, burn that clock, and get some points on the board. Those are the keys to success for the Packers on this drive. If they can burn off at least 6 or 7 minutes and get at least a field goal, they've done exactly what they got to do. They've put the pressure on Jayden Daniels. So here we go. 1st and 10. Under center is Love. Jacobs up single back. Kraft and Fitzpatrick at the tight ends with 2 receivers tight. Looking to throw big pressure. Going to dump off to his tight end Fitzpatrick, who drops it. Incomplete. Flag is thrown. Maybe a roughing the passer. Love ended up on the ground. We didn't see the hit, but roughing the passer. See. Defensive holding. Never mind. Wow. On Marshawn Lattimore, defensive holding, that is big for the Packers. Damn. Out there, he just is, he completely grabbed. He completely grabbed number 83. I believe that is Dontavian Wicks. I could be wrong, though. But here we go. No, it was Romeo Dobbs, my bad. Or no, it was Williams. Never mind. I'm completely wrong again. No, Love, under center. Double left, double right. Jacobs alone back. And the commy showing a possible blitz up the middle. Sending a man back in motion is Williams looking to throw. Jacobs picks up the block. Big pressure, though. Throws over the middle. Has a man. And just overleads Romeo Dobbs. Incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up now for the Packers. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Absolutely incredible to see. Oh, man. Green Bay, you got to keep that ball moving. Otherwise, Washington's got a chance. On the coverage was Amos. So, a big stop there for the commies. Trey Amos. Second down and 10 now coming up. Trips right. Single left is Heath. Wicks, Fitzpatrick, and Kraft on the right. Love in the gun. Jacobs to his left. Going to send Wicks in motion across to the left side. And going to hand off to Jacobs. Has a little bit of room to cut and run down to the 45 of the commies. But it's going to be a third down and about 6 left to go. I don't know, man. Third down and 6 to go coming up for the Packers. This is big. The clock is still moving, but it's still over 12.5 minutes. The Packers are not doing what they need to do right now. Remember, my keys to this Packers drive were to burn 6 or 7 minutes off the clock and get at least a field goal. Right now, they're not burning that time. They got to start burning the clock a little bit. 3rd and 6, double left, double right. Double right is Kraft and Wicks. Double left is Dobbs and Golden. Love in shotgun. And the back is going to be the other back. It's going to be, don't have him on my call sheet, but looking to throw. Love escaping pressure. Big time. Dumps out to the outside. Going to be caught by Kraft. Down to the 35 of the commies. It is a first down, but there's a flag. Another defensive hold. We'll see. On the flag here. On here. Illegal contact on Will Harris. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down. Man, the commies are playing some undisciplined defensive football. Holding calls. Illegal contact calls. All of these calls that you shouldn't be having. Just resulting in these kinds of penalties. And this is going to be what kills Washington. But here we go. Love under center. Sends Heath in motion across the formation to the left side. Going to hand off to Jacobs up the middle. Pushing and fighting, trying to find a hole, but there is none, and gains 2. Second down and 8 coming up now for the Packers. Absolutely big drive here for Green Bay. We're in the middle of it as the Packers need to get something going. They got to get some points on the board. They got to burn some time off the clock to give Washington a lot of points to score and not a lot of time to get it. Here we go. 2nd down and 8 for the Packers from the 35 of Washington. You are on the fringe of field goal range, so you did get your 3 points, hopefully. Assuming the kicker makes it, but here we go. Love. No, it's going to be a direct snap to Williams. And it's going to be a Wildcat out to the outside and has room to run to the 25, down to the 20. He stumbles and is tackled at the 19. Matt LaFleur with the trick plays, the direct snap to Williams, resulting in a massive gain and 1st down. Wow. Absolutely huge play there for the Packers. Love was in the gun, calls Williams, goes out, lines up as a receiver. Did Love actually chip a block? No, he just ran across the back of the formation and watched the play run. But still, a nice gain there down to the 19. Love under 10 trips left is Kraft and Musgrave. Sends Golden in for across formation. And it's actually a handoff to Golden, pushing and fighting for yardage down to the 10. 2nd down and 1 coming up now for the Packers. The Packers needed 3. They might get 7. They are 10 yards out of the end zone here with 10 minutes and rolling to go in regulation. They could turn this 1-possession game right back into a 14-point game again. And let's see. I'm going to spot it as a 2nd down and 2, officially. So let's see. Love trying to read this defense here in the gun. Jacobs to his left. Musgrave and Kraft to the right. Dobbs and Golden to the left. Jacobs now moves to the right of Love. Trying to read this defense and going to take the snap and hand off to Jacobs up the middle. Pushing and fighting, gets the 1st down to about the 7 or 8. They're going to spot him, I think, at the 8-yard line for a 1st down and goal. We got John in the chat. How's it going, John? How we doing tonight, man? How we doing? How are we doing? Oh, man. We're having a night. God bless you guys all for coming out. Really, I mean, huge shout out, man, to all you guys. God bless. I love all you guys. I love you guys. I'd be here even if there was no one. But here we go. 1st and goal. Throws end zone. Touchdown, Tucker Kraft. Love has Tucker Kraft wide open. Yeah, I watched ChatGPT. It is not ChatGPT. It is Grok. X, formerly known as Twitter's AI. Elon's AI for other words. We're using Grok and ChatGPT for predictions this year as a fun little side bet. Who can beat Grok and ChatGPT intelligence? Or are they really artificial idiots? I also made sure I got these bad boys now. Hashtag not sponsored, but definitely will be beneficial for the stream. The kick is good. We have a 24-10 game. And just like that, the Packers eliminated the entire Commies' last drive, and we're right back where we started, essentially. Wow. Just wow. Go ahead and flip this down real quick. But yeah, huge shout out to all you guys. God bless again for all you guys out here. Taking time out of your chaotic week. I know it's been a chaotic week for most. For some sick people, it's a week of jubilation. For most sensible people, it's a week of sorrow. So we needed this. We needed football. Glad it's back. And man, is absolutely huge right now to help us just forget about life for a while. Billy Joel would say. Great Billy Joel. But yeah. Any of you guys also new around here, talking in the chat, great way to interact. I do respond to all chatters. I like to have a little bit of fun with y'all. Just keep it positive, keep it light. Also, if you guys are finding this kind of content valuable, dropping a like and subscribing are that you can tell the YouTube algorithm, hey, this guy's good. I find value in what he's doing. Let's see. John, were you alive for 9/11? Not quite. And even if I would have been, I would not have remembered it. I was born in 2002. So I was 1 year after just about. So, but our generation still has a few things that we remember where we were. One thing I distinctly remember was COVID. When the governor was shutting down schools, Everyone remembered where we were. John, you were in preschool. We actually forgot about that for most. Wow. Oh, you got a couple years on me. You got a couple years on me, John. Oh man. Yeah, we're having a great night. Watching this great game. Feeling blessed to be here watching this game with you guys, having a great time doing it. You were 97? About 5 years on me. Previewing next week, Tua Tagovailoa, Josh Allen, Dolphins, Bills on Thursday Night Football. Again, Thursday nights will probably be here for the second half of the games, just because I have commitments on Thursday for volunteering for the church that I go to. We try to get a couple of things set up on the sermon for Sunday. Try to get sermon notes in, music in, all that stuff. But here we go. The kick is up and away. With not just under 9 minutes to go, the Commies are going to be getting the ball at the 35 after the touchback. Let's see if Jayden Daniels and his team can make some magic. Go ahead and see here. We got the Commies coming out from the 35-yard line. Big drive here. You got to be efficient. You got to be quick. And you got to get a touchdown. Those are your three big keys to success on this Commies drive. You get yardage. You're quick. You get a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, Chiefs down. Whoa. Taking a look at that real quick. Go ahead and pull up X real quick. Anyway, here we go. Jayden Daniels, 1st and 10. Looks to throw. Pressure coming. Scrambling, trying to find somewhere to go, and he's going to get about a yard or two for giving himself up. Let's see. Said Gronk was confident or low confidence? Yeah, so Gronk, what it'll do, the way I have Gronk answering is tell me its confidence percentage. He'll say, I'm high confidence, 70%, in 52% on low confidence. Hey, Nightbot! Nightbot coming in clutch. 2nd down and 9 here for the Commies. Daniels in the gun. Eckler to his left. Triple right. Single left. Takes a snap. Big pressure. Hands off to Eckler. Tries to find some yardage up the middle, and he's fighting for yardage. He gets up to about the 41. Going to be a nice little gain of about 4 or 5. Let's see here. We have Jerry. I'm not seeing. A little bit hesitant on that because I don't see anything yet. Not that I doubt you, Philly Mike OG, but I have not seen anything yet, even on X, to prove it. As the Commies are now facing 4th down after an incomplete pass. 7:45, looking over to Dan Quinn, trying to decide if he's going to go for it or not. Oh, it looks like the Commies are going to go for it here. They're looking to go for it on 4th down and 4. In the gun, Eckler to his left. Samuel and Lane to the right. Ertz and McCaffrey to the left. Sending Samuel in motion to the left side of the formation. The Packers showing blitz up the middle. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Pressure coming, goes out to the outside. Incomplete. Intended for Lane. Broken up by Keyshawn Nixon. And just like that, the Packers might have all but done the early stages of icing this game. Way too early picks. Those were done, I believe they streamed them live. Me and David were back in, let's say they were. Down here, let me take a look. That was, and the way too early prediction was streamed. NFC edition was February 3rd. NFC edition was February. And the playoffs and Super Bowl predictions are February. They're all made the week of February 13th through 20th of this year. So right about the time, right after the Super Bowl, literally 4 days after the Super Bowl. I like to do the way too early. Fun little series, just, have fun with it. Go wild on your predictions. I don't even remember who I had in my Super Bowl from way too early predictions. I could check, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Not gonna spoil it. Oh. going to have fun with it and actually react to it whenever I write down the predictions for. So we'll see. I want to say though I had the commies going far. I'm not confident in that. They're not playing like a team that is going to be effective or efficient at what they do. They're playing like a team, a middle of the pack team. Fighting each game. They're handling business against teams that should, but in these games that could be handling business, they're just not. They're getting. I dare say they're blown out. The scoreboard doesn't show it. I dare say they are looking like a team that is blown out. The score is just not justified. This ain't the first game like this year we've had. Where one team is just completely manhandling the other and the score doesn't show it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Fortunately, though, I did not get a chance to do Jason's picks tonight. I still have Jason's picks from Monday. Turn away from the mic, you go... Oh, yeah, my bad. I forgot this mic is very spatial sensitive. If I do this, it goes away. Eventually, I can't produce enough noise near it eventually to where it'll actually pick it up. But I also have a noise gate on this. Mic is very spatial, and I have a noise gate well to allow me to not have to use earbuds. Like I get the speaker from the TV, I get the speaker from right here. Look, it's right here. Left of this monitor, and like you guys can't hear it. You only hear it from the desktop audio. But here we go. Jacobs on in the backfield. Love looking to throw on first down and 10 from the 40. Throws deep to the outside. Incomplete. Overthrown on Tavian Wicks. He was going for it all. Wow. Going for it all and did not get any of it. Second down and 10. The Packers were going for the kill shot. Looking at Ed Policy and Bryden Gutekunst of the Packers. Two Packers executives. Doing an incredible job this year. So we shall see. Let's see. If you guys are enjoying this game, though, dropping a like does help us out a whole lot. Dropping a subscribe as well is also pretty chill. Again, we are only 12 clicks away from that button of hitting 200 subscribers. We'd love to hit it by the end of the month as Josh Jacobs rushes down to about the 38 for a gain of 2. Third down and about 7 or 8 coming up. Load here. There we go. Over here. Back over here. We are ready to rock and roll. Looking at the Packers schedule, they go to the Browns, go to the Cowboys, have the bye, then the Bengals and Cardinals. They could very easily go 4-0 in that stretch. Easily, this Packers team could go 4-0 that stretch. So here we go. Loving the gun. With double left, double right, takes a snap, looks to throw, dumps off to his running back. Incomplete, intended for Brooks. And taken out by the free safety, Quan Martin. Taking a look here. Let me increase the volume a little bit. Okay. Here we go. 4th down and 8. The Packers going for the field goal. Heard of Kyle Phelps? Website power rankings on it. Potentially. I think this year I'm kind of shying away, just taking a year off of doing power ranking stuff. But I do want to take time to explore other avenues of content as well. I do want to focus on the football, but I also, want to have the ability to do a golf video or, in light of what happened, make another video about statements that way. Have a little bit of fun with some other styles of content as well. Not just say I'm solely football. I have a tendency to get burned out when I do that. I've done it a couple times before already. So, but hey, if the content really does start taking off, I bring it back next year. But I think for this year, we are going to be putting a hold on the power rankings. And here we go. 4th down and 8. The field goal is coming. The Packers did burn a timeout. Go ahead and get ready. Yeah. Highlighted, ready to make it. So it is a 56-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it is drilled. What a kick. It is now a 17-point game, a 3-possession game with that. That is absolutely huge. The commies very well might not have 3 possessions left. They're going to have to manufacture a possession or 2 in order to make this happen if they still want to come back. That is critical and pivotal to this game. Absolutely pivotal as of the commies going forward in this game. I mean, they're gonna have to manufacture a possession. There's no doubt about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Time is running thin. You gotta make a possession happen. You gotta get a takeaway. You gotta force a quick 3 and out or something. Something. If you had a fumble recovery, you gotta do something to get the ball back in your hands effectively, efficiently, so that you can manufacture an extra possession. So, man, I really need to get me some. I really need to get me some wings. Where's the nearest wing? I'm curious. Where's the nearest wings? I have not had it in months. No. The nearest one is like 15 minutes away. No. Where to go directions? How far away? About 25 minutes is the nearest wings. But I can't keep it hot. That's the problem. Ready to. Yeah. As we are getting ready to come back here and watch the commies try and make this incredible comeback. This mayhaps improbable comeback. Some might even say impossible comeback. As we are ready to go. Bada bang, bada boom. Call me Kobe. I just made a basket. So yeah, we'll see. Though I do think I got a video shadow banned in the YouTube algorithm, which is pretty cool. I've never done that one before. me thinks it might be a little bit shadow banned. Yeah, like other stuff. Not big on NFL videos other than stream. Fair enough, fair enough. Like I like to do golf vlogs, you know, the occasional coaster video. I am trying to lose some weight as well, so you know that might be a video on its own eventually. But yeah, having a good fun time. But yeah, I think I accidentally got a video shadow banned on YouTube, which I've never done before. But it was a video I felt I needed to make anyway, so I don't really care that it got shadow banned. Again, a lot of my videos, I'm not doing them for the views. I'm doing it to express myself, maybe make a change, to have a good time, you know? I'm doing this to have a good time, talk about football with you guys, call a game. As the commies are here, 1st down and 10 from the 35. In the gun is Daniels, Eckler the back, double left, double right. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Over the middle, going to be caught by Ertz to the 40, to the 43 is where he's going to be brought down. 2nd down and 2. Okay, so 2nd and 2 for the commies. A big drive here. You got to score quick. If you don't score quick, you toast. You are toast. But here we go. Double left, double right. And Daniels takes the snap, throws over McLaurin, caught down to the 50, down to the 45 of the Packers for a 1st down. Commies. Huh? Yeah, usually my videos, I've noticed, have like the initial jump, and then they shoot up. I got a video that didn't do that, and it's no real explicable reason. But Daniels, over the middle to the near side, going to be caught. No, incomplete. Intended for number 83. I don't have him on my call sheet. That was an interesting situation. Yeah. Again, we don't do it for the views. We don't do it for the fame. We do it for the fun. We have the fun. As much fun as we can have. Except when the Steelers are losing. Then we don't have the fun. We have the pain. 2nd down and 10. Daniels in the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw. Big pressure in his face. Lets it rip and throws it away. Incomplete. Wow. He had to rip it quick and let it get away. Wow. But yeah, and I will take a little bit of time at the end of the stream just to, since the video did get a little shadow banned, I'll take a little bit of time to talk about a few things a little bit after the game. Just because, I feel it's important. I really do feel it's important. A 3rd down and 10 coming up. Daniels in an empty set gun, triple right, double left. Let's see. Salvador Chavez, hi my friend. How you doing, Salvador? How you doing? As Samuel gets the ball up to the 33 of the Packers for a 1st down for the Commies. Wow. At our chat, we got a whopping 19 votes in that poll over there. Huge shout out to all Ians. God bless you guys. Absolutely. Oh my word, we have a player down. A shadow ban bad? A ban's bad? Well, I'll explain a bit more. Let me figure out. They're wondering, is that Eckler? That might be. Oh no. Let's see. Oh! Oh no! That might be. Oh no! Oh! That's a contactless injury. Oh my gosh, that might. Oh no, that might be an Achilles. Oh no. That might have been an Achilles. He was grabbing right at the ankle. That might have been an Achilles tendon the way that. Yeah, he can't bear weight on that right foot. Oh my gosh. Prayers up. Big time. Prayers up for Eckler for a speedy. Absolutely. That was not good. Not good at all. Nobody here. That's not good. Yeah. Salvador saying his team is the Packers. Well, your team is feasting tonight. Your team is absolutely feasting tonight. Oh, but that is not good. Hopefully, we can pray for the best. Pray for the best for that, for sure, and hope for the best. But 1st and 10 for the Commies. From the 33, Daniels in the gun. Empty set, takes the snap, looks to throw. Pressure starting to build. Scrambling to the near side. Big time pressure throws to the near side. Caught! Wide open! Down to the 13. That was McCaffrey. Luke McCaffrey on the reception. That was huge. A huge response play, but with 5 minutes to go, time is wearing thin. You gotta go. Hurry up here. 3-possession game. You gotta score quick. You don't want to be the Chicago Bears. So here we go. Daniels takes a snap, looks to throw. Having time. You got to go end zone here. And instead he's going to run it and gets brought down after a gain of a couple. Oh, no. Daniels is limping a little bit. Oh, no. Jayden Daniels is limping a little bit. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully Jayden Daniels is all right. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he landed awkwardly. He was limping a little bit. The Bears, Thanksgiving versus the Lions. Exactly. As Daniels throws to the outside, going to be caught by McLaurin. But again, you can't afford the short passes. What are you doing? What is that off? What, Cliff Kingsbury? Are you high? Are you not paying attention? Are you delulu? Are you delusional? You have 4 minutes to go, and you're going to throw a simple check down with time running out and you down to 2 timeouts. What is that? What is this play call? You got to go for an end zone strike. Come on. I'm not even a Commies fan, and it frustrates me. The level of incompetency in that offense. Daniels takes the snap, pressure builds, goes to the end zone, and he overthrows his man. Oh, he overthrows. There's a flag, though, on the play. Oh, my gosh. That is not... Oh, my word. Oh, Xavier McKinney gets called for a defensive hold. Absolutely big for the Commies. Yeah, you can't cling on to Ertz like that. And that prevented a pass. That prevented a potential completion. That prevented a potential touchdown, but it's only half the distance. From the 3, you gotta take an end zone pass. You can't mess with the run game right now unless you are confident. Unless you are sure that that ball is ending in the end zone. So, play clock is winding down. The ref's holding up. You gotta reset the play clock. Yeah, Daniels is like, come on. Oh my gosh, Washington just forced to use a timeout because of that. That was ridiculous. They're being held up because of substitutions. Eckler's being carted off. That's not good. What? That's ridiculous. The Commanders had to take a timeout because of that. It was a little bit excessive to allow that to happen, and the Commies are forced to take a timeout. What in the world? That is ridiculous. The Commies had to take a timeout because the Packers were taking too long to sub. Oh my. Now you really got to be efficient. You got to get this ball in the end zone now. This play. Daniels in the gun. Oh, is that a Oh my word! Let's see. The Commies are saying, there's my shoot. Give me my gun. Give me my gun. I need to shoot my foot. As they just get hit with a false start. At that point, save the timeout and take the delay of game if you were going to do that. What in the world are you guys doing? Oh, we need the directed by Robert E. Weed. That's the Commanders right now. They don't know how to run a game. From the 8, Daniels empty set in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to throw, pressure building, Daniels, and he takes a sack. There's a man open in the back of the end zone, but it's too late. He has to take a sack. That's going to seal this game. That right there, this series of events at the goal line just sealed this game. Again, both teams in time sub, but holding up the play clock, staying near 0, not really fair. I mean, both teams are given a reasonable amount. The defense is given a reasonable amount of time to sub, but that was excessive. That was an excessive amount of time for them to sub. So here we go. 3 minutes to go. The Commies are shot at this point. It is game over. They're not even really going hurry up here, as they're letting the play clock go under 10 seconds. The Commanders are admitting defeat here. Empty set, trips right, double left, takes a snap, looks to throw, big pressure. Daniels throws it over the middle to Samuel. He gets in for the touchdown, but it's going to be too little too late with 2:53 to go and only one timeout. Oh my God. What was that series of events we just witnessed? That was mayhaps the worst sequence of events I could have ever seen in a game of football. You don't know what you're doing. You're taking short passes instead of going for the end zone when time is running thin and you need 3 possessions. And now we're going to go for 2 to try and make it a, what would that be, a 9-point game? We're trying to make it a 9-point game. Washington, what are you doing? This makes no difference. Triple left, single right. I mean, I get it, but like, I think it's a bit early to do this. When you're down like this, takes a snap, looking to throw, big pressure, throws over the middle, gonna be caught. 2 points good, but there's a flag. Likely a hold on the offense. No, it's against the Packers? Defensive offside, it counts. 18-27. The Commies probably thinking onside here. I would imagine they're thinking onside. Let's go ahead and see here. We're gonna take away both arrows. Sanders getting ready to kick off. We're having a good old time. We are at 189 subscribers. We only need 11 more clicks of that button to hit the big old 200. We'd love to do that by the end of the month. We might even do it this week if you guys enjoy the content enough. But hey, we're trying to shoot for that by the end of the month. It might even be conservative. So if you guys are enjoying the content, dropping a like, subscribing, all that fun jazz does help me out. I'm doing it to have fun with you guys, but it is pretty cool to see a little bit of growth on the, as it is. You know, it's free. Why not do it? You know, not many things are free in this world. Anything you do, you have to pay taxes on. You have to pay for it. You know, everything has a cost. Subscribing to this channel doesn't. Here we go. Are they going for the onside or are they sending it away? Nope, they are going for the onside. This is the game. Gonna get this onside, get a touchdown, and then get another onside. because you only have one timeout. So here we go. 2:53 to go. Onside kick coming away. Last successful onside recovery was 2015 Week 7 versus Tampa Bay. 26 words are hard. Consecutive failed attempts for Washington ever since. So 2:53 to go. Here comes the onside for the Commies to try and salvage this game. And let's see. Okay, sends it, and it's going to be recovered right there by the Packers at the 48. That is Dontavian Wicks on the recovery for the Packers. And that's all but going to ice this game, I would think. I would think that's going to all but ice this game. And you figure you have 2 clock stoppages left. So in theory, let's just assume those 2 clock stoppages happen together, right? They're not, but let's assume they do. 2:52, you take it down to 2:47, and down to 2:42. Third down coming up. You get it. Yeah, let's say you burn time off the clock. That takes you down 2 minutes. So you got to get about 1 or 2 first downs. Depends on how they fall, but you got to get 1 or 2 first downs in order to win this. So Love going to take the snap, going to hand off to Jacobs up the middle for a gain of 2 right to mid. So here we go. Second down coming up. See. Talking about Eckler. Ruled out with an Achilles. Oh my, yep, that was an Achilles tear. And Eckler is going to be done for the year. That might even be career-ending for Eckler at his age. At his age, Austin Eckler, he's like what? Yeah, he's 30. He is age 30. This could be, especially considering he's a running back, this could be the end of his career we just went. That might have been the last play he ever does in the NFL. I mean, I don't want to sound nihilistic. I don't want to sound, depressive, but that's the reality. I mean, a running back in this league is brutal. It's a brutal and thankless position. But Love going to look to throw this time himself. Big pressure, and he's going to get sacked, brought down at his own 36. Third down and a mile coming up. Commanders did use their timeout, by the way. But this will take us down to just before the 2-minute warning. They have to get one more play off before. Eckler, is that bad of an injury? Well, I'm presuming they're saying it's an Achilles injury. You can pray and hope that it's going to be, just, a small Achilles, botherance. But considering he couldn't bear weight on it and he had to be carted back, I am not optimistic on it. I mean, prayers for Eckler, obviously, and pray that he can return healthier than ever. But at the same time, I'm not very confident, per se, in that. I mean, I'm optimistic, but I'm cautiously optimistic. With him being 30 years old and running back being a thankless and brutal position in the NFL where, people are replaceable like nothing, it is very possible that this could have been his last down. Yeah, and I don't want to be that guy, but Achilles heel, they do heal, but you're never the same guy after an Achilles. It takes 2 years to get back to the guy you were pre-Achilles. Look at Rodgers. Last year, a statue. This year, he was still a statue so far, but he was a bit more mobile than last year. But that's 2 years removed from his Achilles injury. If it takes Eckler another 2 years, he's playing in his age 32 season, and running backs don't tend to last that long, no matter how strong. So it's a shame, but we might. I mean, I don't want to sound the alarm, but being realistic, if that is an Achilles tear, we might have just witnessed his last down in the NFL. I mean, it feels awful. You got to feel for the guy. I mean, I like Eckler. I really do. But we're being realistic. I mean, we can pray for the best, and we're going to pray for the best. But at the same time, it's not what you want to see. Really not what you want to see. A huge shout out again to you guys. Packers are going to punt this one away. We are inside the 2-minute warning at 4th and 11. But a huge shout out to all you guys. We are now only 10 clicks. 10 of that subscribe button below this stream away from hitting the big old 200. So if you guys are enjoying the content and the analysis, dropping a like, dropping a subscribe, always beneficial. You know, we'd love to hit 200 subs by the end of the month. I think that if we're really aggressive, we might be able to do it by the end of this football week. So, you know, clicking that button, huge shout out, huge help. God bless you guys all for coming out tonight. And just looking over there at the stream, numbers have been absolutely monstrous tonight. Huge shout out to you guys. God bless you all for checking out the stream, taking time out of your day to come spend with us. I greatly appreciate it. It's beyond words that I can describe, man. We've been consistently over 10 viewers for the better part of the last 2 hours. Or last hour and a half, I should say. So God bless you guys. But here we go. The commies with a first down and 10. I completely forgot about the arrow. Let's put that arrow back up there. Hopefully he's okay, but that is sad. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna take a little bit of time after the stream, talk about a couple things. You know, maybe have a moment, you know. So, first down and 10 coming up. Daniels in the gun. You got to think this has got to be a bang-bang kind of drive. You got to go deep. Daniels, pressure, checks down to the outside to Samuel. Trying to make something happen out of it, but he's only going to get 5 yards. This is the Commanders throwing in the towel. I think this is the Commanders throwing in the towel. Second down, 1:28 to go. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Dumps out to the middle, and it's going to be caught again at the 33 by Zach Ertz. Maybe 32. Depends on where they spot it. But yeah, just brutal. Commanders, I mean, they're trying their best to make something out of this, but it's not going to happen at this point. They're moving too slow. Let's see. Taking a look. They're changing out the ball, I guess, but Cliff Kingsbury trying to make a good play call here. Not quite optimistic as to what he'll do. Again, I really feel like this game, they waved the white flag by taking weight last drive. Taking these checkdowns instead of gunning it for the end. That's what you really need to do when they do it. But here we go. Second down and 10. 1:08 to go. Daniels in the gun. And takes the snap. Looks to throw. Having time over the middle. Going to be batted down. Incomplete. Third down and 10 coming up. Oh boy. Third down and 10 coming up now for the commies. At this point, I mean, 1:04. You got to get a big explosive play now. There's no doubt. You have to go for it. If you're not going for deep passes, you're just throwing the game away. And honestly, I can see the commies doing that just to get out of this. It has been an ugly kind of game. So here we go. Daniels looking to throw. Pressure over the middle. Going to be caught by Ertz. But again, nope, it was incomplete. Fourth down. They're going to go for it. And presuming that they make this, they're going to keep going. If they fail to make it, then you're going to see the knee come out for the Packers. So here we go. 7 rushes for 17 yards. Tied for the most in the NFL without a first down since 2016. Daniels has had 7 rushes. Tied for the most in an NFL game without a first. Wow. The fourth down and 10. Daniels in the gun. And let's see here. He's going to take the snap. Looking to throw. Pressure builds. Daniels loads up over the middle, and it's incomplete. And just like that, it is game. The Green Bay Packers have the ball with 52 seconds left. Oh, boy. Just like that, the Green Bay Packers are going to win this one here tonight in Green Bay and improve to 2-0 on the season. The Commanders falling to 1-1 in what is looking to be a tumultuous season for them in all the worst ways possible. It looks like almost like it's Jayden Daniels having a sophomore slump. And that was my biggest fear about the Commanders this year. I said the Commanders will be good if Jayden Daniels can avoid that sophomore slump. And it looks like he's struggling. He's not making his passes. He's not placing them. You know, last year he was able to place them in a hurry. This year he can't. He hasn't proven to me that he can this year. So the Packers just going to kneel this thing out here and take us down to a victory for Green Bay. Absolutely for Green Bay. But, John, going back to your question about shadow ban while we have a little bit of time. Essentially, a shadow ban is the YouTube algorithm taking a video and throttling it, like not really pushing it out, not really promoting it. Kind of the video's there and you're just throttling its potential. You know, I'm not one to complain, you know, about it. I don't really care either way. I mean, am I sad that I think it might be shadow banned? A little bit. But again, I mean, I'm not sure who saw this, but yeah, yesterday evening, I did make a big post. First off, let me actually update this final real quick. Because the game did just go final. But yeah, I did make a post yesterday about the situation that went down out in Utah. I felt compelled. I almost made one back in 2024 after the attempted assassination on then former President Trump. I chose to bite my tongue, fearing backlash, but I've hit the point I don't care. You know, I'm doing this channel to try to make a change, try to make a difference, and have fun doing so. So I made a video, and it did well at the beginning. It came out the gate jumping to 30 views, well above normal. The click-through was hovering at 5.7%. 5 to 6, way better than a lot of my other videos. But after that, I mean, the video just flatlined. I mean, retention was still pretty for a typical video of mine, right about average. Click-through was above average. Views at that time were above average, and yet the YouTube algorithm hasn't been giving this any more impressions, which tells me that I suspect it's shadow ban. But hey, all about fighting the good fight, man. Putting what you think you need to put out there, and going for the best, But this game did wrap up 27-18 final score. Sanders dropping this one in a brutal fashion. But I think I do want to spend time here again at the end of the stream, just to kind of, air some opinions, I guess. Just talk about, things that have been going on recently. Especially surrounding the events of this week. It has been one of the darkest weeks in American history by far. I think that this country is really in need of prayer, really in need of religion. Straight away from that, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like this. I know. But it's something that I feel like needs to be said. This country really needs to go back to its roots. We've hit a point now where just trying to talk to each other is turning deadly. This is never the way the Founding Fathers meant it to be. We had this democracy founded. I saw a video. I don't really do politics. I do agree it's really bad. Too much. Now I don't like it. Absolutely. After the incident in Utah yesterday, it was absolutely an abhorrent act against this country, and against free speech, against the First Amendment, really. You don't have to like the guy, but he was out there, Charlie Kirk, he was out there fighting to just have the conversations that we need to have. And he was killed for it. An absolutely abhorrent act. Again, he was promoting American values, trying to bridge the gap and debate peacefully, talk peacefully to each other, and just communicate, have that debate, have that fight. And at the same time, he got killed for doing so. He also was a staunch Christian, fighting for Christian values, strong follower of Christ, strong servant of Christ. And amen to him for that. I mean, a huge guy, huge man, greater than anyone really that we've seen as of late. And it's a shame the way that he had to go. But he went the way he was living, fighting for conversation, fighting to have that talk that nobody wants to have. And again, prayers out for his family, for the justice agencies and their track, the FBI, local police agencies, in trying to track down this assassin. And really just a somber day in America. This needs to stop. I fear that in the next 5 years, we might have a civil war in this country. The way things are moving, the way things are going, we are on the verge of civil war, and we are playing with it day in and day out. We keep saying that, the people celebrating the assassination, those are the people that are going to be on one side, and everyone else is going to be on the other. We are playing on the verge of a civil war every single day, and every single time we have this kind of conversation where we start celebrating the downfall and the demise of someone who is just trying to bridge the gap. I know I'm getting passionate. I am very passionate about this. That man was just trying to have the conversations. I grew up in a country, when I was young, you could have the conversations at the dinner table. You could disagree and have that conversation. Now you go out and try to have that conversation and you get shot for it. It is ridiculous. It is abhorrent. It is obscene what we are seeing in this country nowadays. I am very much appalled at the way this country is reacting. How would you be happy about that? I don't know. Part of the reason I agree with, I watched a video by Ben Shapiro. He said that part of the reason he believes is that there has been a social contract that has been formed around the exception and accepting violence in this country, accepting the thought of that guy deserves to die for his ideals. That guy should be dead. That has turned into a mainstream thought. It is abhorrent, it is ridiculous, and it is absolutely atrocious. It is demonic, the way that we are seeing in this country. And it is demonic. It is. I don't want to say it, but it is. Absolutely is. Everything that happens in this world is a reflection of what happened to this realm. No matter whether you want to believe it or not, it is. And what we are seeing is a spiritual battle manifesting in this real world. It is abhorrent what we are seeing. But again, the only thing that I can say is to get right with Christ, man. Get right. Get yourself right. I'm not saying I have all the answers. But again, that's where you can find your strength. That's where you can find your rock. I pointed out in that video, but I got this hat last year when I was going through a rough patch. Didn't think much of it. I'm like, hey, cool, camo American flag hat. I like it. I know I don't have one of these. Little did I know. Look what was embroidered on the side of that hat. It's backwards for you guys, but it's Joshua 1. Ahab's my favorite verse in the Bible after reading. Put up here. I know the gist. I don't have the exact words. NIV. Again, Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Verse that you every so often. One of my favorites. Verse no. Lord your God with you anywhere you end up going. And again, I just can't believe violence. Well, part of the problem is the people that have the gun. Now, the thing is, I saw a post on X that really just put it into exact words. You know, one side says that guns are for sport, hunting, and self-defense because it's what they use it for. The other side says that guns are for murder because it's what they use it for. It's put into plain words. And that's exactly what the issue is. Again, though, just all I can say in this time, as a country, we all got to get right with Christ. It's imperative. It is absolutely imperative. In fact, let me take a moment here, just raise up a prayer, not just for what we saw tonight with Austin Eckler, but with everything as a whole. Pray with me if you'd like. Father God, we come to you in prayer tonight, just begging for your mercy, your presence to be felt. We have, as a nation, have strayed away from you. Know now, especially through that this country is wounded. This you, and while we don't know what your greater plan, we know you always have good, always for the greater good. While we don't know what your plans were with taking Charlie Kirk, we know that it's all going to work to your greater good. Pray for the family, the Kirk family, Erica Kirk, and their two beautiful children, daughter and the son, both 3 and 1 years old, if I recall correctly, respectively. They shouldn't have to grow up in a world without a father. But we know that their father was taken out fighting the fight that he needed to fight for you. We thank you for Charlie's servitude, Lord, and we pray for this country. Really need to get right with you. Know that everything we're seeing, we see that battle taking itself on. Lord. Pray for your healing and your inexplicable and unimaginable provide that only you can provide, Lord. We know that that's all up for you to be able to provide, and we pray for it. Desperately, I love this country. I hate seeing what I'm seeing. We also want to take a moment in the middle of this prayer to raise up Austin Eckler. The brutal injury we saw tonight. We pray for his people. Achilles injuries are never fun to. I'd hate for that last play on the. We pray that he can recover quickly and bounce back better than he ever was. Pray and absolutely abhorrent what we're seeing in the country. I absolutely hate it. All we can do is fight the good fight, continue preaching the word of God in Christ, and just continuing to fight for freedom of speech. You know, that was the big thing that was attacked yesterday in Utah. That was the big thing that was taken from us, in a sense, or attempted to be taken from us. It can never be taken from us, but it was attempted to be taken from us. I even said it in my video before. This country is supposed to be the last beacon of freedom. And what happened yesterday was taking that away. Absolutely abhorrent acts that we saw trying to silence those who wanted to bring us together. That tells me everything I need to know. That one side wants to bring people together and the other side wants to create division. It was abhorrent, ridiculous. You didn't have to agree with the guy. He actually turned around. If you disagree with him, he still loved you. He still loved you as a human. He still gave you the time of day. You know, there were multiple times Kirk was battling, you know, in a debate with someone. And they said something that his supporters absolutely hated. And they started booing him. And Charlie was like, no, let them speak. Let them speak. Because he was a big advocate for free speech. It is ridiculous and abhorrent in the way he was. Absolutely ridiculous in the way it was going. And again, this country just really hurting right now is the best word to describe it. We really need to be able to find a way to come together as a nation in this time. Because if we don't come together as a nation and become stronger as a country, there's plenty of other countries out there that want to take our spot in the global stage. Russia, they're in the middle of a land grab. They, invaded Ukraine back in 2022. Then they turn around and say, we're going to launch a drone into Poland yesterday. That kind of fell under the radar because it happened so close to everything else that happened yesterday. And again, Russia's in that land grab. Jinping trying to take over the global economy and make the yen as the strongest global currency by growing their trade exponentially. Have North Korea as well, supporting both of those and being that aggressor in the Asian sphere. Those three are all yearning and chomping at the bit to take over what this country has done. They are trying to create their own new world order under their oppressive, authoritarian role. The United States is supposed to be the last beacon of freedom. We saw yesterday was trying to take that away. Again, it just absolutely abhorrent acts. The best thing I could tell you guys is just pray. Pray, pray for clarity, pray for wisdom. Open your Bible. That's something I need to get better on myself, and I'm going to try to start doing. That's the only thing that we can do, as a nation. Turn to religion, because time is wearing thin. You never know when your time is going to be up. You never know when that moment's going to come that you're going to meet him face to face. And if you didn't know him, he's going to cast you away. It's the hard truth that people don't like to hear, but it's the words that need to be heard. Because all we can do, and all I want to do in this channel, is just try to help make a difference. Not for the glory of me, for the glory of Christ. Glory of Christ and his kingdom. That supersedes by far anything materialistic in this. Because this world is temporary, Christ's kingdom is. So again, all I can say, pray. Bring your sins to Christ. Pray for forgiveness. Pray for repentance. Seek repentance. And just pray to be able to help. All I can say, really, I've been going on for probably too long after this. It was something that I felt needed to get said. I felt needed to get off my chest in a stream doing the way it was tonight, given how the other video I presume got potentially shadow banned. I really felt like it's the fight that needs to be said. And again, please take that time. Take that time. It's something that'll, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. That's all you need is to accept Christ as your Lord and Savior and spend that time with him. But I guess with that, we'll be live definitely on Sunday. Maybe Sunday at 4 p.m. Definitely Sunday night for the Sunday night game. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And I guess with that, I will catch you guys on Sunday. I might have another video going up before the golf vlog on Friday or Saturday. Depends on how much I can get done editing-wise. I guess with that, I'll catch you guys live on Sunday. Peace out and have